Hello and welcome back to Ohio Richlands for episode 7, Harvest Part 1. We should have a few contracts coming up soon with fertilising, so that will keep us busy. As you can see, our silo for silage is 90% fermented. Our bank balance is also sitting at $50,512. That's because we took out a loan with the bank as we found something we'll need very soon here on our farm. But the oats are doing well. They're 100% fertilised and have a 95% yield bonus. They should be ready in August if I planted it at the right time. But this is what we're looking at. 63% off at $45,000. The Pottinger Jumbo Combi line. It's a forage wagon. And it holds just over 46,000 litres. So, be a great addition to the farm, and it also speeds up the time it takes us to take the grass from the field to our silo. The silage additive tank we will put on, it's just at the front here it goes on. It is $2,000, but from what I know, it does boost the amount of grass that comes into the trailer when it turns to chaff. So it will be paying itself back in time. I don't know how much of a boost it gives, but I do know it is worth it. We'll just quickly change the reg here, so it matches the rest of the fleet. Change that to black. And that should be it ready. The tyres are fine, we don't need to change them. So, our new Pottinger Jumbo 120D Combi line forage wagon, $47,078. Now that leaves us with $3,434. So, I'm going to go and see if there's any contracts to do. Just now, I think I'm going to go and check on the sheep because I think they do need a little bit of water. It's not much, but it tots them up for the day if I'm kept busy with contracts. So I'm going to go and do that quickly just now, and I'll go and check the contract, and hopefully we'll see you in a minute in a contract. Well, as you can see, the money has dropped again just a little bit. We can only afford to get one bag of fertiliser. We are about $200 off of getting a second bag, which is kind of annoying, but that's what we've got to deal with. We have a fertilising contract up on field 24, so I'm going to head up there just now and get that started. I don't think there's going to be enough fertiliser here to finish it off, so worst case, take out another $5,000 loan and come back down, grab a couple bags of fertiliser and finish it off. I think there may be another few contracts of fertiliser, but we're just going to have to wait and see. So I'll see you up at field 24. Well, unfortunately that didn't quite work out, so we had to take out another $5,000 loan with a bank. We got 2 bags of fertiliser, which cost us $3,640. That only leaves us just under $3,000 left. So hopefully this completes the contract and we have left over for any other contracts that come up. So we'll head back up to the field and get it finished off. Well, as that contract finished, $16,733. So we have rented the 50-foot header and the trailer. It's $5,686 we paid to rent them, and we've got the harvesting contract on field 4 where we are just now. We're taking the barley from here over to the Butler's AG Ohio sell point. The contract is worth $23,048 plus any remaining barley. Out with the contract, we can take back to our farm and can be used to feed the chickens once we get that sorted out. There's so much to plan and decide what comes before other things that it might take a little time to put that into action to get the chickens, but time will tell. As for now, we're going to crack on, get this field done. So as you can see, our money is slowly dropping down. That's because we have hired a worker and we're just about able to keep up with him between filling our trailer to 97%, getting up here, tipping it and getting back to him before he's full. There we go. So he's got an 80% full grain tank. He's got a massive 50-foot header on, so he does take in the grain very quickly. But we are able to just keep up with him just now. So we'll see how long we can keep this going for. Well, it's very hard to keep up with that combine. We don't have much time between him being emptied by me and tipped at the sell point, come back, and he's almost full. He has got the 50-foot header on, like we mentioned before, which means he fills up really quickly. So we probably need to look into getting a bigger trailer, but I'm not sure which one to get yet. But that's kind of in the works. The cost for this contract isn't going to be much, the profit, sorry, because between the cost of renting the worker, or hiring the worker should I say, and just over $5,500 to rent header and trailer, it won't make us much money at the end of it. It should make us some, but I'm not worried about this one because the way I see it is we've got bales, which obviously the owner of the field, he doesn't need the straw, so I said, right, well, I'll take it away for you, get rid of it for him. So we have bales that we can sell and we can keep, so we're going to keep a load for the cows when we get them. So they're free, and we'll also have the leftover grains for the chickens when we eventually get them. I don't know when they're going to appear. but I think we're going to get more than we need out of this contract, regardless of how much profit we make. So let's keep going. We're going to empty the combine because he is probably about 90 odd % full now, because he does fill up. When it says at 80% full, it does happen really quickly between the warning coming up saying there, well, that just proves my point. We've had time to stop the bales, get over, and not even hook the trailer up, and he's stopped and full. I don't like it when he's stopped. I want to keep him moving. So let's keep going. Well, that's the last load out of this field. There is another harvesting contract. It's also barley, so we're going to get that one done today, as it isn't a big field and shouldn't take too long. We've also still got all this straw in this field to bale up. We still have to get a bale trailer, so we're going to take out a loan and get that first, as I'm not sure if I complete the contract first, do I lose the straw and the bales? I don't know. I don't want to chance it, so we're going to go get the bale trailer done first, come back up, clear the field, then we'll complete the contract later on. But the next one's barley as well, so whatever's left over with this contract and the next one, I get to keep, so I need to watch that when I'm emptying it into the sell point. I've also checked the bins for our yard. The cheapest one is $17,000 and it holds just under 100,000 litres at 95,000 litres, which is more than enough for us just now. I don't think I'll need anything with, more than 100,000 litres of storage. Not just now anyway. So I need to look to get a bit levelled in the yard with enough room to place maybe 2 or 3, depending how we're going to work it, because I've still got the chicken pen to think of, which should come hopefully fairly soon. But we just need the one anyway just now to store the barley. That's next on the list of jobs, but we'll get the trailer done now and we'll see you in just a second. Well, that's this contract almost complete, although we can't complete it quite yet. We still need to lift all the bales first. But as soon as that money starts moving, we've got to stop tipping. There we go. So we've got just under 19,000 litres left in the trailer. We've also got just over 2,500 litres in the combine. So it's just over 21,000 litres in total we keep of barley to ourselves. That's enough to last the chickens for a while, I would imagine. But we'll way down tip this in our yard. We need to see about getting that bin sorted out. Well, we just had a quick phone call with the guys with the bins, and they said because of the size of it, they could actually get one up tomorrow for us as long as the groundworks was all done. It's just a case of them arriving and putting it up. So hopefully we're going to get a new bin tomorrow as long as I get that area levelled for them. I'm thinking of put it in that grass where it's still grass, we haven't changed to the oak crop, just there. I'm thinking of levelling that and putting the bin in just there. Still debating though, I don't know, because we've still got chickens to think about, or we might just use a bit of the field and slowly take this field away so there's just a big yard, because this isn't technically a field. But for now, I am going to head down to field 30. We have another barley contract down there, so I'm going to meet the combine down there and we'll get this one done. Once it's been finished, we'll return the header and trailer back to the dealer, then head back up to field 4. We're going to get the baling finished, get them loaded up, so we still need to get that baling trailer. We'll take one load back to our yard and the rest is going down to be sold at the small biogas plant just beside the dealer. Well, that's this field complete, and we have 28,795 litres of barley. So let's take this and head over to the sell point. So that's us just coming into the sell point now for the final time. And this will finish the contract on field 30. We just need to make sure and stop tipping once our money starts climbing up. Wonder how much we'll be left with. There we go. So we have $247 of harvest income from the grain that slipped through, and we are left with 4,738 litres of barley. Well, that's us back at our yard now. And if we add that almost 5,000 litres of barley we have from that last contract to the 21,000-ish litres we have here, that's not a bad day. Almost 26,000 litres of barley just from 2 contracts, and it's left over. So I'm going to tip that here just now. We're going to park this trailer here, going to go back up to field 4, and we're going to get that contract finished. So we'll hopefully see you at the sell point very soon to tip our first load of bales. Well, that's us here with the first load, and we've got $8,420 for that first load. Well, you may have noticed the money has jumped quite a bit. We did mention earlier in the episode that we wanted to get the bale trailer before completing the contract, just in case this didn't work out with the bale situation and it made them all disappear when I completed the contract. So what I did was, I took out a $15,000 loan and paid $17,650 for a brand new Roland LSP 9004. That's the bale trailer I've got on just now. Then I sold the first lot of bales, which you just seen in the last video, for $8,420, plus whatever I get for these just now. We also completed the harvesting in field 4, which is where these bales came from. That was $23,048, and the harvesting on field 30, $4,604. The bales we got here just now was $5,998. So that leaves us with $43,017 and a loan of, I think we have about 40,000 in a loan just now, but I don't want to pay it off because the interest isn't really expensive for a small loan like this, and it's not going to be here for long. It should be paid off maybe tomorrow or the day after, so kind of into July. So it's not going to cost us that much. Anyway, I'm going to head back up to our yard because that is going to do for tonight. This also wraps up this episode because this is part 1 of a 2-part harvest. So stay tuned for episode 8, which is coming soon. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.